What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out on this beautiful warm Thursday. Doing well myself. Shout out to the sister of the Awakened One for hipping us to this particular dude right here in this story. Okay, his name is Daniel Burnside. And Daniel Burnside claims to be a former nationalist, white nationalist. In other words, you understand what that word nationalist means, carries white wannabe supremacist vibes. You understand what I mean? Basically what it is. Now, it's nothing really big about white wannabe supremacists, white nationalists, or whatever, but what Daniel Burnside here, he wants to offer an apology to so-called black people along with Latinos and the alphabet people. But we ain't involving them with us because their plight is not our plight. You understand? But the thing is this. He wants an apology. And then he wants to apologize. Let me get that right. He wants to apologize. And he seeks forgiveness for his past transgressions against so-called black people. You understand? And the way he feels about black people. Okay? So without further ado, I got a 6-minute clip I want us to watch, and then I'll give my input on this commentary with Daniel Burnside. Check this out.
Former white nationalist is reaching out to various platforms to denounce that ideology. This is one of those platforms.
Most of my work is done with this saw that I built.
His name is Daniel Burnside, professional woodcarver.
Carving for me has always been a place where I can escape.
An escape from what he calls his past life.
Absolutely.
Burnside was a 10-year member of the National Socialist movement, once the largest neo-Nazi white nationalist group in the United States. NSM describes itself on its website as an American Nazi party, fighting for civil rights and self-determination of whites in America. Burnside was second in command as chief of staff and operations. In 2019, Pittsburgh's Action News 4 talked with Burnside at his home in Powder County, part of a deep dive into the state of hate groups. At the time, his property was decorated with large swastika images and flags, and this was the exchange at the time.
You don't consider yourself a racist,
Not at all. No.
but others do.
Others may.
You have a reputation. You are a new emerging face of white nationalism that generally is perceived as racist, but you deny being a racist.
I deny being a racist.
But on May 4th, just 2.5 weeks ago, Burnside sent this email to Pittsburgh's Action News 4. It says, hoping to reach Mr. Ingram and offer an apology. In the subject line, it says, leaving behind a life of hate. That prompted another visit back to Burnside's house. This time, the swastika images are gone. You described in the email to me, you're leaving behind a life of hate. What was it like to live a life of hate?
Horrible. Horrible. In one word.
Was this a life of disliking or hating blacks, Jews, Asians, Latinos, gays?
Yes.
Burnside's wife, Sabrina, was also part of the neo-Nazi movement.
Basically a white gang, if I had to, put it in layman's terms. They hated black people, they hated Jews, they hated homosexuals, they treated women like garbage. I have a swastika tattooed on my arm. I would go grocery shopping with it, it was every fiber of your being was just that life.
But the couple says it is a life that is now in their past. What are you leaving behind?
Just all that baggage and hate and disdain for people that have done nothing wrong to me. Like, I have no reason to feel that towards them.
What are you denouncing? Or I just need to hear that I am denouncing what?
I am denouncing anybody that hates somebody on a basis of race, religion, or sexual identity. If you've done nothing to me, you've taken nothing from me, why do I have the right to feel that hate towards you?
But why the change? What was that telling moment in your life that said, this life as a white nationalist is not for me? What happened?
I'd say it was over time. As I was in the movement, it was over time.
Last August, just 9 months ago, this is Burnside leading a neo-Nazi demonstration on the campus of Mansfield Commonwealth University. But Burnside says his transformation away from white nationalism was actually happening even during this demonstration.
But I was completely 1,000% on the wrong side. Is a form of that where you feel like you constantly were defending something that you didn't wholeheartedly believe.
For Sabrina, change happened when her children struggled to fit in with others because of the white nationalism ideology. Her 16-year-old son was afraid to ask a girl to a dance because she wasn't white.
It was so heartbreaking to see him actually want to mingle and make friends and be a normal child, and I put that stigma on him that he's not allowed.
You were teaching your children the ideology of white nationalism.
Absolutely, yes.
Basically, your children were struggling with this,
Yes,
and that hurt you.
it did, yes.
Burnside and Sabrina are now embarking on a crusade to publicly apologize. Are you asking for forgiveness?
Asking for forgiveness, absolutely. Absolutely.
For what?
Sporting the German swastika and the fear that embodies is an absolute nightmare.
They realize not everyone will believe their transformation.
Would I believe me? Am I genuine? Is it true? You want people to believe that.
There are people that aren't going to believe that we've changed. They aren't going to believe that we deserve their forgiveness. But I am going to ask for it anyway. If there's anybody thinking of going down this path, please don't, because I wasted 10 years of my life and damaged my children for nothing.
Burnside and his wife believe it is their responsibility to apologize as often as needed.
I believe it's my duty to apologize and ask for forgiveness and help bring healing to this country.
In Potter County, Sheldon Ingram, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
You know, in Ecclesiasticus 12:10, it says, "Trust not thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so as his wickedness." So, in other words, ain't no need in trying, because I ain't buying. You understand what I mean? That's just all it boils down to. See, because the Most High said that he would put enmity between the serpent seed and the woman seed. And enmity is hate. You understand? And these particular ones of the serpent seed has nothing but a perpetual hate for that of the so-called woman seed. As in really man seed, because a woman doesn't have seed, but being that Israel is known as the woman, that's just what it is, okay? And these people hate Israel, and that's all it boils down to, you know? I find it awfully strange now that we're about at the end of this dispensation in time, before the Most High comes back here and destroy the enemy and clean this place up of wickedness and filth. We're getting a lot of these people like this so-called formal white nationalist Daniel Burnside asking for forgiveness for his past, transgressions. It's not for me to actually forgive you. It's for the Most High to do that. You understand what I mean? Because he knows the hearts of all men. So therefore, I'm not the one to forgive you. You understand? Thing is this. You claim that you want forgiveness and you come in with this apology, but I don't see you on the front lines going after people of like minds like you claim you were. You understand? I don't see you out there. I don't see you out there going against your own people. I don't see you going against law enforcement who go down and just wickedly gun down, black people, and then lie and say, well, they had a gun or whatever. And when all the time they were complying right there on video. I see you do none of those things. Where you at then? You understand? You got to earn your apology. You got to not just earn the apology, but what I'm saying, you got to earn your forgiveness. You got to show where your heart really lies. You have not done that. So therefore, I'm not convinced. So therefore, no, I do not accept your apology. You understand? That's just what it is. See, in these end times, we're going to start seeing more of this kind of thing right here, where you got these so-called white wannabe supremacists, and that's just what you are, wannabe supreme. You are not supreme. You understand? But coming about claiming to seek forgiveness and apologize. But I'm going to judge you by your works. Now, I already seen your past discretions and your works and what they represent. I see that. But what I don't see is you earning your forgiveness. You understand? So therefore, no. There's no forgiveness here. And that's just what it is. You can't trust people like this. You cannot. These people will lead you into a trap. They will lead you into a trap. And then there you are. Doomed. Most I told you. What I just said in Ecclesiastes 12:10. Trust not thine enemy, for as iron rust, that is, so does his wickedness. I'm paraphrasing. You see. So who I'm going to trust? I'm going to trust the Most High's word. See, and that's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, people. Please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.